How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. And yeah, man, I got some pretty breaking news as of just a couple hours ago. Jermell Charlo, you guys, had breaks his left hand, you guys. He's in a future bout with Tszyu, and they were supposed to be fighting coming up, man. And you got to understand, this is a pretty big blow from Jermell Charlo, because a lot of people thought that this was going to be one of his tougher tests, and Tim being undefeated, and showing that he's durable. He got knocked down, and I believe the Goucher fight, and got back up, and I believe he stopped Goucher, if I'm not mistaken, or went to decision, but he dominated the fight. But yeah, it looks like he broke his hand. Jermell Charlo broke his hand, and he suffers an unfortunate break, leading into his junior middleweight championship, on January 28th, in his title defense of his undisputed all four belts will be on the line. And this would have been a pretty big fight, man. I think this would have been a pretty big fight. I know Jermell Charlo was going in hard in training camp. I can only imagine how hard he was going if he broke his hand. It says he has broken his left hand. It was his left hand in two places. It says that, it says one between his pinky and ring finger, as well as the base of his thumb. Damn. It says after landing a punch during a sparring session, clearly given the circumstances, Charlo isn't going to be ready to fight as was scheduled. Charlo, 35-1-1 with 19 KOs. Is most recently coming off of a stoppage win over Brian Castano, which you guys already knew that. And he fought. It was almost a trilogy. Some say a third fight is needed, but I just think that he finished Brian Castano off. He stopped him, and on the first fight I believe it was a draw. And in the second fight he stopped him. Jermell Charlo was undefeated in rematches, being that he stopped Tony Harrison, where that's his only loss and his only draw. He wound up stopping both of those guys. That's a very big feat. And so yeah, now we're stuck with the reschedule. I probably would think that the fight would be, postponed to probably, March or April, depending on how bad the break is. But they say he broke his left hand in two places. So we got to see how that affects him. And yeah, man. So Jermell Charlo and Tim, they're done. They're not fighting for right now. And let's just see, man, because he's got a lot of titles. So he's got four major championship belts. So that's from four major sanctioning bodies that he has to pay. And that's four major sanctioning bodies that are, need to get their money off of mandatories and stuff like that, and fights like that, fights that he has to fight. I believe Tim is a mandatory, so this will actually wipe out one of them for at least a year or two. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. The fight is off. Jermell Charlo will not be fighting January 28th. It'll be postponed to probably springtime sometime. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is Corey Lee Boxing, and you've definitely been hit with another banger.